Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
We have a very special debate today. Today's debate will bring up the motion about the online class is boring. We already have the affirmative team and negative team. First, from the affirmative team, times is yours to introduce yourself.
Okay, my name is Muhammad Najmii with student ID number G500210078. Thank you.
Well, let me introduce myself. I'm Aisyah Nabilah with student ID number J500210079.
Hello, my name is Yesa Fatimah, student ID number G500210082.
Now we're gonna move to the negative team. So the time is yours to introduce yourself.
Well, my name is Aufa, Faza, Fauzan, Farma, student ID number G500210083.
Hello, my name is Anindya Aurora Aprilliani, student ID number G500210084.
Hello, my name is Namira Aisya Devi, student ID number G500210085. Thank you.
So we shall process to lead to debate. The first speaker from the affirmative team, time is yours to start the argument.
Okay, thank you for the time. Okay, so the affirmative team believe that the online class is very, very boring. Why? I feel so that I think that the online class is very, very difficult to understand and can make the brain is very slow. Thank you.
So we're gonna move to the negative team. For the first speaker on the negative team, time is yours.
Well, the negative team is concerned about okay, in this technological era, we can be separated from gadgets. Both small children, teenagers, adults, and parents are currently using gadgets for almost all their activities, starting from work, entertainment, communication, even education. That is proof that the world of education is even now starting to be dominated by the technological era. Like with the way children learn today, including us. Maybe there are some of us who still prefer to learn using books, but not a few also choose to learn through gadgets such as smartphones, tabs, or laptops. One of the reasons why online learning is fun is, in my opinion, feels like learning while playing. Okay, we all know that gadgets have many benefits. In addition to learning, of course, gadgets also function as a medium of entertainment. Well, the fun thing here is that if you are bored reading material or waiting for it to load, you just have to open another application like YouTube or anything else. Okay, that is for me. Thank you.
Okay. Now we're gonna move to the second speaker from the affirmative team. The affirmative team believes that the online class is boring. In my opinion, online learning affects the mentality of the student, especially in the class of 2021, who have undergone online learning for almost 2 years since the high school. making the atmosphere or mood the first happy because it's like to the beginning of such a holiday to being a bored situation. I mentioned that the online class learning affect the mental health. When we undergo online learning from home, it is not known whenever the informant to use to conduct the online learning is conducive and supportive or not. Many said their home environment was not conducive when they're starting to the online class. So from there's some problems that become a burden on the minds of the student. Then the online learning students are required to develop and learn on their own. Not all the students are be able to develop on their own. Many students experience stress because they are not be able to following the dynamic of the online class. The online class. The online learning too, causing the lack of the communication and meetings between the students and the peers of the other students, who usually have the place to tell stories when the experiences the have the experiencing problems in learning are limited because the online learning so many students tend to keep their to keep their problem to themselves when undergoing to the online learning. I think that's all from me. Okay, now we're gonna move to the negative theme for the second speaker. Time is yours.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. I'm as the second speaker of the negative team who concerned about the I didn't agree about if the online class is so boring. Okay, in my opinion, we cannot sure have a declare if the online class is boring or not, because it's depend about the perspective of someone. Sometimes someone is have a perspective is online class is boring, but someone can to have a perspective if online class is not boring. Honestly, I don't want to have a layer about this because I through this online class about the 2 years. It's about a long time, and we are not have a different habit like this. Before we have an online to class, go to the campus, or go to the college or your school, and then we are have about a spend time about an hour, about the 14 hours we are in the school. But in online class, we are almost spend our time in the home, and this is one of the is a different experience for us. But I think, in my opinion, I didn't agree if the online class is boring because there are some reason. The first reason is why, because I think when we have an online class, it's not boring. It's about the perspective or mindset. When we have a mindset, if online class is boring, yeah, we don't have a motivated anymore. But we don't have a mindset to can always adaptation in the online class. I think this is no problems. And then the second, I think in the online class, we have more time to can develop our skill or our talent. Maybe if you like cooking, you can to learn about how I can to make a soup, chicken soup like this. If you like about the music, you can to have a more time to can play the guitar maybe and the other things. So I think it's all about someone who can have a mindset of this. And here, I wanted to give you about the solution, how we can to create online class is not boring anymore. The first manner is manage time. The lecture of any school or college usually begin at 8 or past half EM. If you wake up in an hour prior to your class, you get enough time to freshen up, eat breakfast, and set yourself up to attend the lecture with a fresh mind. Maybe if you the only offline class, you will to have more time to take the campus. And if you have a wake up in the late, you don't have any time to can assign and to join the campus. But in the online class, you can to don't have any more about the time problem of this. And then the second manner is find motivation. This is the basic problem. Why? Because in the online class are boring for obvious reason. Nevertheless, till the time the pandemic doesn't come under control, we will be inspired to continue with education from within our homes. To keep boredom at bay and continue attending lectures, we need to find some motivation to do some. You can discuss of the curriculum or whatever was taught in the class with your fellow classmates. Initiate constructive discussion and to find something to look forward in the following classes. It could be literally anything. It not always be related to your study, but can be something more fun. So I think you can to have a create a something make you have a motivated anymore. You can to discuss with your friend. You can to discuss with your soulmate, and then talking about something is not always about a learn. And then the second manners is participate. The more question you ask, the more you make the virtual environment lively. Not just will your participate, but also encourage your classmates to join into. When the classroom becomes interactive, you will even a tinge of boredom setting in your mind. So I think in the online class, the disadvantage of this, we have a ability. We don't have a pressure anymore. You have a ability to can not have an independent. You are usually is a passive of the narrative student. You don't have anymore to can speak up your argument maybe, and then if your friend say yes, you will to have a say yes more, say yes too. And then the fourth manner is keep munching. I understand that some lectures are heavy and require one to toss their brains. A lecture where you just cannot be interactive. For such one, you can always sit with some munches in a bowl. Make sure you pick something healthy, like salad maybe or nuts. The reason for this is when you keep munching, you tend to keep your brain working instead of letting it slip into a stale of flow. This way, you will have something to enjoy while you attend your boring online class. So the conclusion, I think all about it depends our perspective and our mindset. When we have a mindset, if the online class is not boring, reality is not boring, and we must can adaptation anymore. Okay, I think this is my opinion and enough. Thank you.
Okay, now we're gonna move to the third speaker. The third speaker from the affirmative team, time is yours.
Thank you for the opportunity that has been given. In my opinion, I really agree that online learning is very boring and maybe less effective. There are several points that may focus on. One, monotone. That online learning is monotone. Maybe for college students, it is not that much of a problem because it has implemented the student-centered learning. But for the student of junior high school or senior high school, it is quite influential, where a teacher sometimes only give assignment without any explanation for the material. And the next point is online learning make us always have to focus on screen of the electronic device, such as laptop or handphone. Not only 1 hour, but until 6 hours per day. And usually do this in one place or one room. If this is done constantly, it can lead to backaches and sore eyes. Thank you. That is my opinion.
Okay, now the last one is the third speaker from the negative team. Time is yours.
Thank you for your opportunity. The negative team is concerned about online school is not boring because with the online school, students are more comfortable and flexible. Students can adjust the situation when learning is conducive. As a young generation, technology is a transition state. Online learning is a technological approach according to the times, using technology in a positive way. Online learning make it easy to set learning strategies independently by adjusting the learning style. our learning style. Online communities is limited but easier in delivering learning material and straight to the point. In addition, with the COVID-19 pandemic, online learning has a good impact and limiting social interaction between communities. I think this all my opinion. Thank you.
Okay, now I think we had enough for our discussion today regarding online classes. Is nothing is right or nothing is not. So I will close this discussion today. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Wabarakatuh.